Okay, so this is the setup for today. I literally just got home, maybe no more than 10 minutes from the gym, and I'm gonna basically edit after this video because I'm gonna post this basically unedited for the YouTube channel. And basically, my conversation today is why did I shave my head bald again? And the simple reason is one, it's now tradition for me to do so to kind of like it's a symbolism of regrowth in a sense, and that's one. Two is to give something up from my body to God. I know it seems like such minimal thing to give up because God gave so much for our sins. And so, I if I would say that I care a lot about my like physical appearance, if I were to name one of those things in a top 3 list, my hair would be probably on the first like check, right? And so the third reason is no one cares what kind of hair you have. Everyone cares about the kind of man that you are. And so for me, the reason I shave off my hair is exactly for that reason, to basically remind myself that, dude, no one's looking at your hair. Everyone's paying attention to the things that you do. And that's more important than getting a clean shave. It honestly is. And so that's basically it. Um, I can give some context as to why I shave my hair, and you know what, might as well since I'm posting this unedited and I don't know how long this video is actually gonna be. So a long time ago, I'd probably say about 2, 3 years ago, around the time that this kind of started, I basically had fractured my wrist. I was with an old friend. Obviously we're no longer friends now, but I was with a friend at the time, and we were being stupid. I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of my idea. And basically, what happened is I got the on the back of his Acura. I sat on the trunk, no harnesses, no anything, just straight up fucking raw dogging this shit. And so what ended up happening was or he's driving, and it feels really fast. Like outside of the car, it feels super fast. Apparently, he was going like 15, 20 miles an hour. And we're leaving this Walmart parking lot, and eventually there's like this straight road, just straight road for maybe about a mile, and he just fucking zooms it, and I'm like, holy shit. And I'm kind of grabbing onto this like very small slit of where the trunk and like, so when it lifts up, you know how there's that gap, like I was grabbing into that. And so what ends up happening is he brakes and then fucking makes a hard right turn, and I end up flying off the car. And I obviously put my hands out in front of me to kind of soften my blow or the landing. And so what ends up happening is I put my hand out. I guess something went wrong, and I ended up, like, you can see the scar right there. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right there. So it hurt, obviously. And at first I was like, oh, I sprained it. And so I left it for the night. I just put some like cold peas on it for the night. And then the following morning, I went to the hospital, found out it was fractured, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, it took a toll on me mentally. It really did. It fucked me up. It messed me up. At this point in time, I really wasn't giving my life to Christ. I was just kind of like, I was just living the life of a sinner. And don't get me wrong, I still sin, but it's not as prominent as it was back then. What ends up happening is this friend, I found out that he was like sleeping with with a girlfriend of mine. And so yeah, that ended up happening. And so I ended up finding out, obviously, the fracture, the betrayal, it just came crashing down on me. And obviously, I've moved on from the situation. I want to clarify, like, the situation, I couldn't care any less for it now. It honestly, at the moment, I was really hung up on it for, I think, about a year, year and a half, maybe 2 years. But eventually, I just, like, I was like, you know what, it's not worth it. I might just move on and do my own thing. And so that's kind of the symbolism of me getting a buzz cut. I know people are doing like the whole winter arc, but for me, it has a deeper meaning, which is why, it's tied to an experience. And so I use it to not remember the situation, but how I grew from the situation. And I think that's important because you have to admire some of the things that negatively impact us a long time ago as a positive uh, outcome now, because if it wasn't for that situation, you'd probably be the same person that you were back then, and you wouldn't have made any new improvements. So that's really pretty much it. So let me basically recall everything. It's tradition, right? Winter arc, or just for the experience of what happened so long ago. To give up something to Christ, and three, to just for myself. Honestly, it's not for anybody else. It's basically to showcase the fact that, like, no one cares about the kind of hair that you have, but about the kind of man that you become. And that's really it. That's really it. So I wanted to conclude this by saying thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, which will be what I hit today, which was legs. So I'll see you guys.